The first thing you do in the morning is reach for your phone. You don't even think about it. It's instinct now. Your thumb swipes up, unlocking the screen. Notifications, likes, comments. A headline grabs your attention. Shocking truth revealed. It sparks something deep inside you. Curiosity, outrage, maybe even fear. You click, and just like that, you're caught in the web. Not by accident, not by coincidence, but by design. Somewhere, deep inside a cold, dimly lit server room, a machine records your every move. It knows you better than you know yourself. It knows what makes you pause, what makes you angry, what makes you stay. And the man who built it all, Mark Zuckerberg. You know his story, or at least the version they want you to know. A Harvard dropout, a coding prodigy, a young entrepreneur with a simple dream: to connect the world. But what if that was never the real plan? What if Facebook was never about connection, but control? And what if, right now, at this very moment, you are already a part of the experiment? The year was 2004. Inside a cramped Harvard dorm room, Mark Zuckerberg stared at his computer screen. Lines of code reflected in his glasses as he typed furiously, his fingers moving like they had a mind of their own. He wasn't just building a website. He was building a mirror that would show people exactly what they wanted to see, a platform that would learn from them, shape itself around them, feed them not what was true, but what would keep them coming back. At first, it was just an experiment, a game. But then, something happened. Facebook grew, faster than anyone expected. Millions signed up, then billions. And as they posted, clicked, liked, and shared, Facebook was watching. It wasn't just connecting people, it was studying them. And with every piece of data, it became smarter, more powerful. Then, one day, someone in a suit knocked on Mark's door, and everything changed. It was a cold morning in Washington, D.C. A quiet, private meeting was going on. The men in the room weren't ordinary businessmen. They weren't investors, journalists, or even politicians. They were strategists, masters of persuasion. People who understood that controlling the flow of information meant controlling the world. And now, they were looking at Facebook. "You've built something incredible, Mark," one of them said, leaning forward. "But you're sitting on something even bigger than you realize." Mark listened. He was smart enough to understand what they were saying. With the right push, Facebook wouldn't just be a platform, it would be a weapon. A machine that could shape public opinion, shift elections, spark revolutions. Because if you control what people see, you control what they believe. And if you control what they believe, you control them. So, it started small. A tweak in the algorithm here, a change in engagement metrics there. The results were astonishing. They learned that anger spreads faster than joy, that fear keeps people hooked, that when people see something enough times, they start to believe it, whether it's true or not. Facebook was no longer just a platform. It was a manipulation machine. Governments noticed. Political campaigns took interest. Suddenly, data wasn't just about selling ads. It was about shaping the future of entire nations. And then, in 2016, the world finally saw what Facebook was truly capable of. And something felt different this time. Facebook wasn't just a place for friends to connect anymore. It had become a battlefield. Fake news spread like wildfire. People were fed different versions of reality, not based on truth, but on what would keep them engaged. It worked. Minds were changed. Votes were cast. A nation was divided. And behind it all, Facebook watched. The scandal broke soon after. Cambridge Analytica. It turned out millions of users had their data harvested, used without consent. Their emotions had been hacked, their choices manipulated. Mark Zuckerberg was called to testify before Congress. He sat there, his face emotionless. No fear, no regret, because he knew something the world didn't. It was too late to stop it. In 2025, the world is more connected than ever. Facebook has rebranded as Meta. The technology has evolved. The algorithms are more powerful. People believe they are free, that their choices are their own. But the machine knows better. It knows what you'll read before you read it, what you'll buy before you buy it, who you'll vote for before you even make up your mind, because your mind was never yours to begin with. And Mark, he doesn't need to control you directly. He just needs to control the world you see. So now, ask yourself, how much of your reality is really yours? Or have you just been programmed to think it is?